a few people to get on here, and then I'll start to... Alright, I'll wait about a minute, and then we'll start filming some elevators. So this is actually, that's Mirror Lake right there. This is the strip we're to be filming on. Yes, I am filming vertical. I really couldn't care less. Alright, I guess we'll start. Okay, so we're in Lake Placid, New York, and we're about to film some elevators. It's the aftermath of the snowstorm. Let's go film. So we're starting at the Hampton Inn. We're going to be walking all the way down to the end of the strip, one side, come back the other. And we're going to end on the Crown Plaza up on the hill. So what are you waiting for? Let's go ride some elevators. That's the strip we're going to be on. Sorry if the video is a little laggy. I don't know if I will lose service in the elevators. I hope I don't, at least. But the first location is going to be the Hampton Inn. And the Hampton Inn is right here. It's a 5-story Hampton Inn with 2 ThyssenKrupp Enduras inside. So, there's actually 2 hotels conveniently next to each other. We're starting with the Hampton Inn, which is the hotel on the right here, the hotel on the left. It's the big one. Cross over. So we're gonna walk into the Hampton Inn, and we'll start our elevator enthusiasm there. It's actually a really nice Hampton Inn. Like, compared to most Hampton properties, this one I think is nicer than most. It's all Adirondack themed because, hey, we're up in the freaking Adirondacks, so... We'll see. We're gonna go inside this Hampton Inn, and we're gonna ride the 2 ThyssenKrupps. The entrance is around the back for some reason, and I have no idea why. But we're gonna walk into this Hampton Inn and ride some elevators. Entrance is right here. Let's go inside and ride the 2 ThyssenKrupps. I don't know when these were installed, but I believe the 2010s. Alright, let's start. They're this way. Right here. I want the one with the epic motor, so we're going to send this up. This one is very quiet for some reason. This one has an epic motor. I don't know if you saw my video, but this one has the better motor. If you're wondering what all the ruckus is, the swimming pool is right here, so that pretty much explains everything. And it doesn't look like it wants to come down. That's alright. I'll go up to 5 and get it then. In the meantime, we'll have a look at the hotel corridor. That's the hallway in the hotel. It's a really nice hotel, actually. And I'll give you a peek into the fitness center. That's the fitness center. The other one coming down? Oh, the other one is coming down. Here we go. This one has epic motor. This is one of 3 elevators in Lake Placid that have epic motors. Actually, there's 4 of them, but one of them I can't get into. Let's go up to 5. I think I might have just lost service in the elevator. It's alright, we'll go down to 1. Some of these buttons got replaced. Down. During any of these trips, if we stop, I'll just get off. Or if there's no one waiting, I'll continue. Door controls are still original though. Now off to the next location, which is the Lake Placid Inn, and it's right next to this one. It's right there, and it's snowing out now. Or that might just be the wind. I honestly have no idea. It's very windy today. There's gusts up to like 77 kilometers per hour, I think it said on the weather app. Across the street here. So it's right there. That is the Lake Placid Inn. We're going to take a look and ride the elevator. Now, if you watch enough videos on my channel, if you watch my most popular video, Top 10 Worst Elevators of 2024, you'll know that the elevator in here somehow managed to place number 1. And yes, this thing is awful. So we're gonna ride it, and we're gonna see how it's doing in 2025. So let's walk inside. Let's ride the elevator. Right in here. Here it is. Let's see how it's doing. And we have to wait for it. Apologies if I can't keep my camera completely still. It's very cold out there. Someone else is coming for it, never mind. So we'll wait for it. In the meantime, we'll have a look around this place. This is the conference room. Just call it down. Restrooms are back here. Guest laundry with no washing machines or dryers. Restrooms, fitness center, and that's really it. It's a posh hotel, and I have no idea why their elevator is so pathetic. Should be almost here by now. It's open on another floor, I can tell. Sorry about this wait, guys. Should be here in like a second. Here it is. And no one's on it. Let's see, has this thing gotten better? Let's see. No, it has not gotten better. That's one thing I've learned about this trip. Oh my god, that leveling felt horrible. At least the hallway's nice. Let's be real, this guest hallway's pretty nice. Oh, thing just wanted to close on me? Okay. Head back down to ground. Cab view. It's such a nice elevator. It would be nice if they maintained this. But there's a reason why it got number 1 on my worst elevators video. And that's because this thing creaks like crazy, and it doesn't even run good. I literally feel it at my feet. This thing's shaking. It creaks, it shakes. Yeah, it's definitely still the worst elevator of 2024. I still hate this thing. Alright, let's go off to the next location. What do you say we go ride something vintage? Oh my god, that leveling. Let's go ride something vintage. Let's go ride something vintage. Now, the next elevator on the list is a Montgomery, and you're definitely going to want to see this one. Right in the municipal building is a Montgomery. And after this, we're actually going to have to start to walk like a good distance for elevators. Let's see. The entrance is over here. I hope it's open. It was open a few hours ago. Oh, it's open. Let's go ride the awesome Montgomery. That's right, it's a Montgomery Square button. It runs really nicely. One. Here's the cab view. Now this is a cool elevator. This is easily my favorite elevator in Lake Placid. I'm only taking one ride because I have been busted here before. It was not fun. And that was the vintage Montgomery. Let's go ride. So the next elevators, we're actually gonna have to start to walk to these elevators. There's Olympic Center, has 3 elevators in it, but I'm not gonna head in there right now. Now we're walking back to these hotels because the next hotel is the Golden Arrow, and it's actually a little bit far away, so we're gonna actually have to walk a bit. So we're passing by that Lake Placid Inn. We were just in there. Let's see if I can cross. Yes, I can. And I can cross here. So now we are on Parkside Drive, and this is like a little back road. It's a lot less busier than Main Street, but this pretty much takes you up to Main Street. So it meets up here. We are going to the Golden Arrow next. And the Golden Arrow has 3 elevators. So we're gonna ride all 3, or at least try to ride all 3. So there's Mirror Lake over there. Yeah, it might be a bit of a walk, guys. So we're about halfway there. There's a Best Western right here, but it has no elevator. I'm not going to bother with the Best Western because, again, it only has man-powered elevators. See that Adirondack Inn? That is the Best Western. The dark brown building. Now, we came up to something really gimmicky. It doesn't have an elevator, but this is the toboggan chute. What they do, you walk up there, they send you flying down a toboggan onto the lake. It's not open right now, but interesting. So there's the Best Western. No elevator. Let's continue walking to the Golden Arrow. Now, all these elevators you see in this stream, I have filmed them before. So if I somehow happen to miss an elevator, the video is on my channel. So the next hotel, the Golden Arrow, is like up here and to the right. It overlooks the lake. It's pretty cool. It's actually quite posh. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk between these hotels because they're not that close to each other. So there are 3 elevators here. There's a church that has no elevator. I pretty much filmed every elevator in this town, so yeah. Now's where it starts to get busy as we reach Main Street. But I'll try to keep the camera facing straight, just bear with me. If people don't want to be on camera, that's their problem. The good news, though, is we're almost at the Golden Arrow. Now, you can get a look at the lake, somewhat. Now, yeah, these elevators are going to start to get further apart. There's the Crown Plaza up there, way up there. That's where we're going to end off the stream. But right here, as you can see, Golden Arrow Hotel. So we're going to walk into it. It's right there. And it looks 3 stories. Don't let that fool you. It's actually 5 stories. The main floor is the 3rd floor. On this side, floors 1 and 2 are underground. So you look in what looks like the 1st floor is actually the 3rd floor. Going quick down this hill. So this is the 3rd floor right here. Let's walk in. And first, we'll ride the South Wing elevator, which is an Otis. The lobby's quite busy, so bear with me. But we've made it to the South Wing elevator, which is an Otis. There's a bunch of people in it. Head down to 1 to start. This is an Otis with Series 2 fixtures. I'll try to get a ride all the way up to 5. I cannot promise that I will. If we passed by 2 and 3, then we've made it. Let's try to get to 5 without stopping. We made it. All right. Do I dare try to go back down to what? Yeah, let's do it. If we stop, I'll just get off. If we pass 3, then we made it. Okay, we made it. Cab view. Very nice cab, actually. There's the hotel logo. You have your Otis fixtures. No capacity listed. I'm going to say 2,500 though. So let's try the next elevator. It's not even branded Otis. There's literally nothing on it that says Otis. So that was the south elevator. Corridor to the west elevator, which is another Otis. But it's a new Otis. It has Series 5 or standard fixtures. And it's right around the corner. Here it is. It's a newer Otis. We'll try to get a full ride on it. This one's not as busy. Cab is very similar. Let's go to 5. Here on 5. Now we're going to go to 3, and we're going to go to the north wing. Cab view. There's the hotel logo again. All 3 of these have similar cabs. These are super nice. Otis standard fixtures. Capacity 2,500 pounds. 1134 kilograms. And I'll show you the directory in a second. Actually, there's the directory. West wing. We're back on the main floor. There's an indicator on every floor, which is nice. On the south elevator, there's only an indicator on one floor, and that floor is the main floor, which is 3. Again, super nice corridors. Rooms on the right-hand side currently overlook the lake. It's so nice. And we're going to walk by the south elevator again, which is here. This has a green indicator, which is very interesting. Green Acme is not common. And now, we'll go to the north wing, which is in here. And we're going to ride the last elevator here, which is not an Otis. It's actually a generic. And this wing is only 4 floors, not 5. And here it is. It's a monitor. It must be open on 4. Like, it really shouldn't take this long. Oh, here it is. Almost looks like an Otis, though. It has an Otis chime. Here's the COP. We'll start going down to 1. The lantern stays lit while it runs. Here's a cab view. It's pretty much the same cab. The lantern literally stays lit while the car runs. And it has an Otis chime in it. So this might be an Otis mod, I don't know. 4. And I'll show you something very interesting up there. Here we are on 4. Now here I wanted to show you that, well, yeah, this isn't Otis. This is an Otis interlock. It must have been Alexan before it got modded. But look, motor room's up here. This is the motor room. I'll even send this thing down so you can hear it. But that is literally the motor room. It's a top drive hydraulic. I don't know why the motor room is up here, but it is for some reason. That's That's the motor room. It's not open, but that's the motor room. Now we rode all 3 elevators to the Golden Arrow. We're actually going to exit on this floor because this hotel actually connects to a small shopping center, which is right through this door here. And the Morningside suite is actually in the mall. See, Alpine Mall, and I'll show you. So now we're in the mall. That's room 401 for the hotel. It's so unique. And here's the shopping center. And we'll walk right back out to the street. There's the Grand Adirondack Hotel. We'll stop there on the way back because we're going to go down and then we're going to come back. Lake Placid Laundromat. Not elevator related, but I'll show you it. Because I do a lot of laundry related things. Okay, for all you laundry enthusiasts, here's the laundromat. Speed Queen dryers and all that stuff. Then you have these weird front loaders, Wascomat, and then a bunch of Whirlpool top loaders. So yeah, that's the laundromat. I figured I'd stop and show you a little bonus. Now let's go to the next elevator, which is a really, really grotty ThyssenKrupp. It's in Eastern Mountain Sports, which is an apparel store. Yeah, it's snowing, I don't care, I'm all bundled up. This is like typical weather for Lake Placid. In the winter, at least. In the summer, it's really nice and warm. But in the winter, yeah, the whole lake is frozen. So it's across from the church up there. I know that this store is across from the church, and it has a super ghetto ThyssenKrupp. It's literally like falling apart. You'll see what I mean. Would have been interesting if they actually modded it, because I think it needs it. Now, most of these buildings don't actually have elevators. It's really just the hotels and a few outliers. There's a bank. I don't know if there's an elevator in there, because I can't get in there. I would have tried, though. But it's a bank. They're going to throw you out. Right there's a view of, well, not really Mirror Lake. Now, we are coming up to our next elevator. Which is, again, in Eastern Mountain Sports. It's a really ghetto, junky ThyssenKrupp. I'll show you. There was an office building. I don't know where exactly it was, but I believe it was on the right-hand side somewhere. And they have a mid-state elevator. I'll go in and check. All right, here's Eastern Mountain Sports. Let's go in and ride the ThyssenKrupp. If you might have seen this one on my channel before, it's really ghetto and grotty. Hopefully there's no staff trying to bombard you as soon as you walk in. Stairs down to the lower level. There it is. Goes down to the lower level of this place. But wait till you see how beautiful this thing is. Oh my. So last time I was here there was a cart. Now there's this crap. This is a passenger elevator, brother. Look at that lantern. That is funny. This is a passenger elevator. This is not a service elevator, keep in mind. I know it looks like a service elevator, but it's not. Just look at this. First time I walked in here, I couldn't tell if this was an elevator or a storage unit. Up to the main. At least the fixtures are intact, and that's really what matters. And it works. Can't imagine that it works. Look at the door frame. The door frame is so unbelievably ghetto. Let's listen to the motor. And here we're back at the main level. It's still really pathetic. It really hasn't changed since I filmed it a year ago. That lantern, though, oh my god. Alright, let's leave, and we're halfway done with the elevators here. There's just a few more hotels, and we could potentially sneak another one in if this building is unlocked. Because there's one office building that has a mid-state elevator with older innovation. And I believe it's right up here. Now, right up here, this is actually a nice spot to feed the lake. But we are going to continue heading down. This building is pretty tall, but it doesn't exactly have an elevator. I'll show you. I'm just trying to pan the camera away from other people. Unless they're walking the other way, the same way as me, that is. Then it's fine. Okay, so that's High Peaks Resort. That's another hotel we're going to walk in on the way back. Now, this elevator, this little mid-state, believe it or not, it was actually locked off a few hours earlier. So I don't think it really changed. But if I remember correctly where it was, I'll walk you in. They have these weird alleyways. A lot of these buildings do. There's the High Peaks Resort. Now that we've reached the end of the strip, and I definitely passed the mid-state, but that's fine. It was literally locked off like a day earlier. Now we have a few more hotels to do. The next one is the Mirror Lake Inn. And I've actually stayed at this hotel once before, so I know what it's like. I can walk in the middle of a snowstorm, I'm fine. Now the Mirror Lake Inn has 3 elevators. There's 3 buildings in the Mirror Lake Inn, connected by skyways. And we're gonna ride all 3. That is part of High Peaks Resort. It does not have an elevator though. Just do a little overtaking. There's the lake. A lot of these buildings, when we start to get down, are part of the Mirror Lake Inn. I don't know which ones though. That's part of High Peaks Resort though. It literally has a sign on it. High Peaks has 4 elevators, but one's a service, so I'm only going to be riding 3 when we get there. Next elevator we're going to ride is actually a mid-state, believe it or not. You can kind of see the main building of the Mirror Lake Inn right here. It's that white building. We're going to ride all 3 elevators, even the one with inflated floor count. 5-story building, but the top floor is 8. Mirror Lake Inn here. Now we're going to have to walk up the hill to get there. before I can walk up the drive, got to get across the street. Yeah, we're changing sides of the strip now. No one? All right. Now, it's time to ride the Mid-State main elevator. All three of these are on my channel, by the way. Let's walk in. It's a nice building. There's the fitness center, or one of them. And here's the entrance. Walk in here, it's going to be really nostalgic to me. Haven't been in here in a while. Let's ride the main elevator. It's a Mid-State. I hope it didn't get modded. Well, what do you know? It's original. Now, I don't know if you saw my video, but the indicator is literally up there. Older innovation is so cool. And someone's waiting. So instead, I'm gonna hit the call button, and while we wait, alright guys, I think I just lost connection for a bit. That's right, there's like no service on this floor. I'm not joking. Unfortunately, someone's waiting for that. Actually, no one's waiting for it. Ready for the motor? Get ready for an epic motor. Yeah, I really miss this thing. We're gonna go to 2. Because on the second floor is the walkway to the terrace building, which has the second elevator. Let's get a cab view. Super nice. This is the only original elevator in the building, actually. All the others got modded. I don't know if you recognize this thing from my Epic Motor compilation. Some of you might. And I love that indicator. I absolutely love that indicator. It's actually going down. The lantern lit up. Now we're going to walk to the terrace building, which is down a very long hallway. But this is how we get to the second elevator. The elevator in the terrace building is a Montgomery, but it got modernized by ThyssenKrupp. There it is. Just wait to see if it leaves. It did not leave. The chime is very faint. Was a Montgomery mod by ThyssenKrupp. This is a very small elevator. Just take a look. There's like no room in this thing. It looks bigger on camera, but wow. And the TV claims it's July. There's the old indicator. And I'll show you the lantern out here. Lantern, indicator. This one has the chime though. The other one doesn't. Let's go to 4. It's a nice ThyssenKrupp. ThyssenKrupp always does a good job with mods. Conference Center has no elevator, so we're just going to go down to 2, which is walkway to main. There are your fixtures. ThyssenKrupp traditional, but the newer variant. I love those blue lights. And now, we're going to walk back to the main building. And that's how we get to the third elevator. We have to go back to the main building. The third elevator is in the Mountain View building. But the walkway to the Mountain View building is actually on the 3rd floor. So we're actually going to have to go up the main elevator to transfer to the Mountain View building. I think it just got here. Yeah, button doesn't go out until it opens. So we're going to take this up to 3, because I don't know if you caught this last time when I showed the fixtures. Walkway to Mountain View building, and rooms 531, 884. That's because the Mountain View building, the floors are numbered 5 through 8. But it's not really 8 floors, it's really 5 floors. If you saw my video, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I actually have to show it. It's actually crazy. So we're on the 3rd floor. Now we're gonna walk over to the Mountain View building. And wait till you see what happens as soon as we get to the Mountain View building. This is a mid-state modernized by ThyssenKrupp. All of a sudden, you're on the 6th floor. Look at that. That's weird. It's a mid-state, similar to the front elevator, modernized by ThyssenKrupp. Let's ride it. So take a look at the floor numbering. First of all, the lantern's right next to the COP. Second of all, look at this beautiful floor numbering. Ah, yes, lower level 5. Lower level and 5 are right next to each other. It just makes... See, that's where the old indicator was. Oh, the floor passing chime got changed. It's now a short grocery beep. It used to be a long grocery beep. Someone just called it. That's unfortunate. So, once this leaves, we'll call it back down. And the guest laundry is on this floor, so we'll take a look. No, the guest laundry has not changed since I was here. It still has these really pathetic Maytag washing machines that I hated using. And right here is an exit. That's the main building right there. That's the 1st floor of the main building, and we're on the lower level. And if you go up 1 floor on the main building, you're on the 2nd floor. Go up 1 floor here, you're on the 5th floor. Here's your Mad BS button. It's a little unfortunate that some of these are so busy. I'm literally sitting down on this couch while I wait for it. It's finally back, it looks like. So now let's go up to the 8th floor. And listen to the motor. Hope it doesn't stop. Fake gate, sorry, hydraulic. Yep. We'll go 6, which is the walkway. Lantern does not shine, but it lights. Perpendicular to the door, COP. And we'll get a look at the cab. It was pretty much similar to the main house. But a little unfortunate though. It's a story. So yeah, floor 6, how nice. Also, it's strange that there's a red indicator on the inside but a blue indicator on the outside. Now we have to go back down the main elevator to leave, and then we'll go over to Bluebird, which has a 1970s Otis. Actually, someone's using it. CMPE. It's a super posh manpower elevator. Here's the second floor. And the rest of the MPE is actually over here. There's the main elevator up on 3. And now we go off to the next hotel. We're about halfway done with this theme. Now the next elevator is in the hotel called Bluebird. It's a small hotel, got renovated, was very old, has one vintage Otis in it. You're gonna want to see this. Up there, car park for the Mountain View building, which claims to be 8 floors. And now we're going to ride a vintage Otis. The vintage Otis in question is at Bluebird, and I'll show you where that is in a second. It's that gray building up there, way up there. Not the one on the left, that's High Peaks Resort, which we're going to after this. Yes, it's very windy. It's actually very windy. I don't know if you can actually hear me through the mic, but it's windy. And right there is Bluebird, way up there. It's that little gray thing poking out. We're gonna have to walk up the hill for that. Oh my god, it's windy. There were gusts up to like 70 kilometers per hour. It's crazy. So once we get up to the end of the street, we're gonna turn right. The gray building in front of us is High Peaks Resort. That's what we're going to ride after the Otis. So yeah, this is what walking through Lake Placid is like. You can't exactly see, but I'm very well dressed. There's Bluebird over there. The place is literally just called Bluebird. It probably was known under another name before it was known as Bluebird, but whatever. And there's High Peaks Resort, which is what we're going to go to after we walk into Bluebird. There it is, literally Bluebird. That's it. That's the hotel. in here. Hopefully this did not get modernized, but if it did not get modernized, then we have a 1970s Otis. Actually, never went in this entrance because they were renovating it last time. But wait till you see what's in here. Look at this. Who knew that a hotel this nice had this? We can walk out right there. 1970s Otis. This is the only one here. I checked. Unless somehow I managed to miss the other. Indicator does not work. Watch this. This thing classic levels are crazy. Ready for the pre-door? Oh, that felt so good. 3. Now, this does not exist. Probably used to be an Otis logo there. It runs very well for what it is. Passing 2. And here we are at 3. Door button's a little sideways, but oh well. We'll go back down to 1. There's an indicator up there, but it doesn't. Most of these Otis edge-lit indicators don't work. There's a cab view if you want to see the cab. We just passed 2. I can't believe that a hotel that's this nice has this as their elevator. This vintage Otis. And it runs super nicely too. It's not like it shakes or anything. It actually runs very well. Only a few more locations left. Next up is High Peaks Resort. And it's across the street. Right there, actually. There are 4 elevators in High Peaks Resort. However, we are only going to ride 3 of them. High Peaks Resort has 3 passenger elevators. 2 serve the main guest floors. The other is a shuttle elevator that takes you from the main floor to the ground floor. And the 4th elevator is a service. And I don't want to ride the service right now. But let's ride the passengers, shall we? I'll go through the revolving door. It's a nice hotel, too. And it's up on 5. Let's bring it down. Otis Lexan, mod by ThyssenKrupp. For some reason, a lot of these hotels have ThyssenKrupps. This was a Lexan, though. If you look at the top, that's an Evolution 200 indicator on a hydraulic elevator. This is actually a pretty strange elevator. It has GAL lanterns. I'll show you what I mean. And here it is. It's a posh elevator, but it's got a GAL lantern, which is so weird for some reason. 5. And wait till you see what color this down lantern lights up. It's purple. All right, we'll go to 1. And if we stop, then I'll just take the MPE down. Okay, we passed 4. And we passed 3. See the old Otis logo up there with the capacity. Hey, nonstop trip. There are your mad fixtures. There's a door hold button for some reason. And I absolutely love this cab. All right, let's go ride the rear elevator. The rear elevator is the end of this long hallway. It's the same thing, an Otis Lexan modded by ThyssenKrupp. Here it is. It's also sitting on 5. This one has a grocery beep. I don't know why ThyssenKrupp decided to use evolution indicators on a hydraulic elevator. Here it is. Let's try this one. The lantern does not work in this one for some reason. Yep, nothing from the lantern. It's pretty much the same thing though. 5. And here we are on 5. We'll go down to 1 now. See the old Otis logo on the door track. Also, old Otis logos in this elevator too. Here's another cab view. This thing is... Oh, we're stopping. You know what that means? We're gonna take the MPE down. Let's go take the MPE down. And here's the MPE. It is an Otis MPE. There's the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and ground floor. I don't know if ThyssenKrupp modernized this. Oh, it's stopping on 2 as well. I'm glad I got off it. Now we'll go ride the shuttle elevator, and that's how we're going to get to the ground floor and continue along with the floor. I've been actually streaming for an hour now. There's only 2 more hotels after this. That's the Grand Adirondack and the Crown Plaza atop the hill. There's the front elevator again. We're going to walk down to the shuttle elevator. I'm not going to ride the service. This is a shuttle elevator that goes down 1 floor from the lobby to the ground. It's another ThyssenKrupp. This time with traditional fixtures. I can't tell if this one's original. This one might be an original elevator. But if you look, it also has GAL lanterns, which they work this time. And it has a GAL indicator. 1. Elevator is 3. And once we reach the bottom, we're actually going to go back up because the thing is an epic motor. And a Dover Buzz. And just traditional fixtures in general. Go to 2. Turns out good. And get ready for the motor. Wow. It's got a really nice motor on it. Here's a cab view of this elevator. It's really nice, just like the others. There's your ThyssenKrupp traditional fixtures. Has a capacity 2,000 pounds. It's elevator 4 because the service is 3, and I don't feel like riding the service. I don't know why it has GAL indicators and lanterns, but it does. Lantern works. Now, we're going to go to the Grand Adirondack Hotel, which will be our second to last stop of the day. And now it's off to the Grand Adirondack, which has the world's fastest elevators. There we go. I'm not joking. The elevators are so unbelievably fast. You don't want to miss this. Sarcasm, by the way. Don't know if you can see it, but it's that tall building in the distance. It says Grand Adirondack Hotel on it. You see, it's the big building, the big brick building over there. That's the Grand Adirondack. It has 3 elevators in it, and they're all very slow. We'll ride all 3 on stream. Or we'll try to ride all 3. Oh, there's no one on right now. Right there's the Grand Adirondack Hotel. We're going to ride the 3 elevators in there. The 3 elevators are, in particular, are 2 generics and 1 Otis Gen 2. And then after that, we'll walk up the hill to the Crowne Plaza. Right over there, Grand Adirondack Hotel. We'll start off with the 2 generics. And it's a 7-story building if you count the basement. And the elevators travel under 150 feet per minute. In fact, only one of the 3 actually travels 150 feet per minute. So let's go and ride these elevators once we get there. There's the bank again. We're walking back. Now, it's time to go ride the Grand Adirondack Hotel elevators. There it is. I believe it was called the North Woods Hotel or something like that before it became the Grand Adirondack, but I don't really know. All I know is 2 of these elevators get used a lot more than the other. When you look at these elevators, it looks like that one of them was added on, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Here it is, Grand Adirondack. Now, what you're looking at right here on the side is an elevator shaft for the 3rd elevator. This one was added on, goes to a rooftop bar. We're gonna come out that one. But first, let's ride the main elevators. I don't know if you can see, but right there, that's the Gen 2. But let's start with the 2 generics. These elevators were very busy last time I came here. Let's see how they're doing today. Try to get up to 6. Quite busy, but we'll try to get to 6. Made it past the lobby, that's a good thing. Someone just called it.
Floor 6 going down.
We'll see how far down we can get. Try to change the lobby. We passed 5. We passed 4. Just one more floor to pass. Okay, we made it. So this one is very slow for 7 floors. It only travels 150 feet per minute.
Lobby going down.
This one's going down. So you know what we'll do? We'll send it down. We're gonna get the other one. It's on 6 and coming down. That one travels, this one, right? So this one travels 150 feet per minute. This one travels at 90 feet per minute. It's extremely slow. In fact, I think we're gonna be waiting a while for this one. Wait till you see how slow it is. When we go up it, we're gonna get off on 6. We're gonna see 4, 3. It's not stopping. That's the real speed it travels. Okay, maybe it's stopping on 3. Oh, that one's on the basement. Oh, wow. But yeah, do you see how slow these are? It's unfortunate because these could be sped up very easily. There's people waiting, but they're thankfully gonna get that one. Look at this. This is absurd. Now you get to experience the wait for these elevators. God forbid you need one in this hotel. This one just arrived. And it went right by me. Like, it literally just passed me. Didn't answer my call. That one's at lower level. I don't know what it's doing. Probably gonna go into nudge mode. At this point, let's try to get an elevator. Oh, it's on basement. This is really unfortunate. Now do you see what I mean by it takes forever to get an elevator here? How long have we been waiting for the elevator? That one literally went right by the lobby, and it didn't answer my call. Like, I have a call placed. Okay, we finally got this one. If there's people in it, never mind. Oh, it's empty.
Floor 6 going down.
You're welcome. And that is what happens when you set an elevator to 90 feet per minute in a 7-story building. So now it's time to ride the auxiliary. I think I might have lost service in that elevator, but we're gonna ride this one now. This is an Otis Gen 2 in here. This one was added on, and guess what? 125 feet per minute is still slow. And I'm gonna call it for down, because for some reason in this elevator, if you call it for down, it comes for up, and vice versa. At this point, I don't care about people. I just had to get on that one because I had to show you how slow it was. This one's slow too. Yes, I called it for down because watch what the lantern does. That's right, I liked it for up. Oh wow, they changed the indicator. That used to have a black background on it. I guess not anymore. up here is the rooftop restaurant, which is actually closed for the season. Oh no. The chime. We're gonna head down to ground, and I'll be quiet during the trip. Alright guys, I don't know what keeps happening, but I keep losing connection. I don't know if you're actually getting a continuous video here, but we have one more hotel. And that one more hotel is the Crown Plaza. So let's go. The Crown Plaza is way up there. So we're actually gonna have to hike up a hill. And the Crown Plaza has 4 elevators. And we're gonna ride all 4. Now to get up to the Crown Plaza, you gotta walk all the way down to get to the ramp. It's way up there. There's a bunch of kids walking up the snow, but I don't think that's a good idea. That previous hotel had an absurd wait for the elevator. That wait was actually crazy. It took up 5 minutes of the stream. Now, there's the Crown Plaza, way up there. And how are we gonna have to get there? We're gonna have to walk up a hill. I don't know if this car's gonna let me go. Yes, this car's gonna let me go. Thank you. All right, here we go. There's the hill. And as you can see, we're back at Olympic Center. So, we're gonna go in the Crown Plaza and we're gonna end in my room, which I still have the key card in my pocket. Okay. Now there are 4 elevators in the Crown Plaza. We're gonna ride all 4. Now, here we go up the hill. Yes, I am jogging up this hill. Yes, I'm jogging up this hill at the same time. Man, steep hill. Once we get up the steep part, I'll stop jogging because it gets easier. Okay. Whew, gotta catch my breath now. Anyway, it's the Crown Plaza. 4 elevators. Man, that was a jog. There's an Otis, a ThyssenKrupp, and 2 Schindlers. Just gotta get up the hill. Let's try to ride all 4. Man, really a hike, isn't it? All right, and our last hotel of the stream, here we are. Now, Otis is right about here. ThyssenKrupp's halfway down. 2 Schindlers are all the way down. You'll understand the layout when we walk in. I'll teach you. Oh boy. Well, Here we are. Let's go ride the last few elevators of this stream. Now, we gotta see how many people are waiting for it. Because one of them, the front elevator, which is the Otis, is usually very busy. Man, that was a hike. Let's go ride some elevators. And you even gotta walk away from the front elevator. Some fans up there. I believe they're Fasco. Well, I'm not as good in fans as I am in elevators. Now, if no one's using it, we'll ride the north elevator. The north elevator is right here on the right. And it's an Otis, formerly a Dover. The chime rings very early. All right, let's go up to 4. See, what's Dover? Here we go up. If we stop on the way down, I'll show you the MPE. But let's head down. All right, we made it past 3. Made it past 2. No one called it from 1. The lantern would be lit by now. So yeah, it's a nice Otis Hydro Excel mod. But now it's time to walk over to the mid elevator, which is a ThyssenKrupp. And you can see it already if you look way down there. There it is. Let's go ride it. Excuse me. And here is the second elevator, a ThyssenKrupp. Formerly a mid-state, this is called the mid elevator. This is the only one with center open doors, for some reason. Yeah, in the whole building. 4. You can see the old indicator up there. I'll be quiet going up. Someone called it. We're not gonna head back down, but there's the old indicator. Center opening doors. Yeah, someone called it. I'll watch it close and I'll walk over to the south elevator. Now, I did say the 2 Schindlers, because the south elevator is a Schindler along with the Adirondack elevator. And they're unfortunately 330As. Oh yeah, there's kids running about this hotel. Oh, timing. Oh, there's someone in there, never mind. These damn kids, I tell you. But this is the south elevator. There's no access to the Adirondack elevator from here. This is one of the 2 Schindlers, and this was added on to the hotel. This is not original to the hotel. The Adirondack elevator is right here. But again, these 2 are not original to the hotel. They're both pretty much the same, so we're not going to get a full ride on these. Besides, I already have a full ride on my YouTube. This is a 2006, I believe, Schindler. It's not terribly old. Here it is. Alright. The indicator is still messed up. We're headed down to basement. Also, these two Schindlers are the only ones to serve basement. Or ground. Watch this. Oh my god. That's just silly. Look at that. It says we're going up, but we're actually going down. And it shakes. 1. Now we'll transfer the Adirondack elevator. Here's a cab view. Basic Schindler. Look at that. Ready? Oh yeah, we're going down but going up simultaneously. Your HT fixtures. Now, there's the other of the two Schindlers. This one is the Adirondack elevator. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of kids running about this hotel. And someone has to use it. Actually, they're going to take the south elevator. Something very interesting is they're probably going to end up on the wrong floor. You want to know why? This one serves a different range of floors than that one does. Which is why I said south and Adirondack elevators are these two Schindlers. You have no idea how many times I've seen people accidentally take the wrong of these two Schindlers. So this is going to be the last elevator we ride in the stream. Let's ride it. It's all right. Start by going to ground. And then we'll go up to 4 and I'll be quiet. Now, both of these serve ground, and you can transfer between these. No one called it. Let's go get our trip up to 4. And I'll stay quiet. And no one called it. Went on 2, which is where our room is. See, you can't get to the other one from here. Here's a cab view. And there's your HT fixtures. With, for some weird reason, there's Adams PEP fire service. I never knew 330As were installed with that kind of fire service. Anyway, went in the hotel room. See, you cannot access the other one. And the hotel room is right here, 260. All right, I hope you enjoyed that live stream. Bye, see y'all next time.